Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, it's amazing to me that we do this show every week, and we.
How's it amazing?
I don't know.
How's it amazing?
Well,
man?
you know, if typical TV shows that are done, I mean, you've got a huge audience, and you have all these people working behind the scenes. We have none of those.
We have none of them. We were just visiting. Joe just asked where the applause sign was. Where's the guy holding the applause? We don't have anybody.
We'd have to be part of the union.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I want union.
You want union?
Oh, yeah.
You want the
My
union?
pay would go way up, wouldn't it?
You want the union pay?
I want the union pay, yeah.
But you know, the problem with the union is when you're off, you still have to pay your union dues.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I mean, how big of a, television union do we have in Mount Humby, me and Gil?
Yeah, that's it. We'd be part of that union. How you been?
I've been terrific. I'm getting better because the weather's turned so nice.
But you're spastic. I can tell you're all over the place.
I am all over the place.
Your brain is just all over the place.
Isn't it always?
Yes, but more so.
More so?
I'm experiencing out of a body experience through your brain.
Really?
Your brain is
well, I have a lot going on. We're getting ready to go on spring break, and the students are already on spring break, if you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. They've kind of shut down already, and when the weather turns pretty, and after the time change, I'm just a different. I just love it.
Now, do you have end of the quarter or semester exams and all that?
No, I usually give tests this week just to clean up, so there's nothing hanging over the spring break. This morning, let's see, in World Civ, we modernized Japan and China. We fought the Russo-Japanese War. What else did we do? Oh, and then in U.S. history, we began the Korean War, the baby boom. Mm-hmm. And for those of you who lived through that, the most astonishing piece of information they got was that minimum wage was $1. One little girl went, $1?
Yeah, right.
I mean, that was what? That was the reaction I got. And we talked about the GI Bill and the Berlin blockade, the airlift. Mm-hmm. And some things like that, and that's what generated the most attention was the mention of minimum wage being $1.
Have you ever worked for $1 an hour?
I probably worked for less once upon a time, but when I started working, technically the government had to pay me, or whoever had to pay me according to the government $2.35. My very first job was $2.35 an hour.
$2.35, yeah.
$2.35 an hour.
I worked 50 hours a week. Let's see, it was 50 hours a week? No, 60 hours a week for $50 a week. First job here in Arkansas. When I moved here when I graduated from high school, I moved to Harrison and worked for a photographer there, and I worked 6 days a week and got $50.
And you probably, was he just cash under the table?
I don't remember.
They didn't take any tax.
I don't remember that far back.
Well, you better. I mean, there's a statute of limitations.
I don't really know.
He may have sneaking into the drive-in. There's stuff you have to.
He may have paid me cash. I'm not sure, but it was a good job for me. I learned a lot, and it was photography. So it was down. I was, as an artist.
Oh, I forgot you're an artiste.
I
forgot about that. Your musical talents and various and sundry things. See, I have no artistic talent.
And I have no talent determining if a goat is pregnant, apparently, either.
Oh, we have to tell this story. I wanted pictures.
Well,
Dan is a grandpa.
Of a goat.
You remember what it's like?
I've had goats.
Is Romeo and Juliet? What did Rhett and Scarlet?
No,
I think is what Betty named them.
You don't name a goat because
Betty did. Betty named them.
Whatever. I think it was Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill. It was Jack and Jill. But anyway, Jill struggles.
She did. I mean, she did. We bought Jill on the premise that she would not get pregnant.
Because someone told you
because the owner said, no, she just was barren. She would not bear children or kids or whatever.
Kids, okay.
So I went out to feed the goats the other day, and they were separated,
Did you not know she was gaining weight?
No. She didn't look like she was pregnant. No. Mm-mm.
So it was just a surprise.
It was a surprise. I walked out there, and she would not come to eat, and I thought she may have gotten her collar hung up in something.
In the fence that she goes through all the time.
Right. So I went over and looked down there, and I go, well, what have you been doing? And
so you talked to her?
Oh, yeah, I talk to them all the time. They listen to me other than present company. You walked into that one.
Yeah, you talked to your goats. Okay, go ahead.
So anyway, there was the little brown goat. Didn't look anything like the mother or the father.
Maybe someone just left your present, knowing that you wouldn't know the difference.
Whatever.
Somebody pawned their goat off on you.
Maybe.
It's one of those goats on a doorstep kind of thing. The stork brought a goat.
But
what'd you name it?
I didn't name it.
Well, Betty, I'll call Betty. Betty will name it.
She'll name it something.
She'll name it. So now
I was going to be. I was
but
not
now, what are you
going
to do? Because this goat will have babies. This goat might not be barren, and then you'll have lots of babies.
First thing I thought was, I'm in the goat business now. Breeding goats.
You're a goat baron. I like that.
But anyway, I thought that was a
Dan
good one.
Reynolds, the goat baron.
It's okay.
The Boone County Reynolds Goat Empire. I like that.
That's me. That's funny.
That's good.
And
I'm
if you'd
happy
like
for
T-shirts, they're on sale.
Yeah, the
Go to our
T-shirts
website.
are marked down now.
We're going to change the name of our television station to K-Goat
K-Goat.
instead of XL7.
XL7, I work at K-Goat.
I work at K-Goat.
I work at K-Goat.
Channel 7.
Channels. Okay.
You know, we've got a big show. Let's move right on because we've got...
you don't want to talk about your goats,
No,
do you?
not even. After a while, it gets too hilarious. I get a little embarrassed.
He gets a
about
little,
my
look at him,
goats.
he's got that little grin on his face like, I don't really want to talk about this, my goats.
I'd rather talk about sow bugs, really.
Well,
This is
notice,
yeah,
Miss
look at
Kissy's
that.
at home. It's my sow bug. I got to look at the monitor.
Do we
It's
have
my
any
sow bug
guests
thing.
that are coming on today?
We have two. Joe Hansen and Tommy Hagen are going to come on and talk about the Salberg Roundup. There's like a fourth year you guys have been coming on? Fifth year?
It's the 15th year.
15th year. But you've been coming on to visit us for several years now. I've had this Salbug Cup for 3 years at least.
Okay.
The boys today didn't
And
bring
I
me
think
anything, but I have one from the past. More generous Salbug donors were here.
And there's lipstick all
And
around
there's
it.
lipstick all
Has
around
never
it.
been washed in the 5 years we've had it.
It's good, but the Salbug boys are here because we're coming up with the big Salbug Roundup, which is a huge draw, quite frankly, because it's over by my house. I can't get up and down the street.
Yep.
But that's okay.
And then we have Mayor David Osmond. He's going to be here later. Hopefully he'll be here.
The community garden.
Yes. And then we have Sharon. I did not ask her how to pronounce that name, and I apologize. I don't.
Era. There's
Era,
Sharon.
like
Era.
E-R-A. Okay, Era. Sharon Era is here for the Boyle Shoals Food Pantry. Going to talk about that.
Okay, that's good.
And then Travis Dozier is here with the Marion County Community Center Project.
Okay, we can do that.
All right. And then last but not least, we have Judy Fagan, Melody Sykes, and a couple other individuals that are here
We
going to
have
be talking about the last
Julie
dance.
Tilley, excuse
Yes.
me. Julie,
Okay.
for the last dance.
For the last
so
dance.
it's busy
We
day.
do have a busy show, and we're going to take a break right now. And when we come back, we'll talk with.
No more goat stories.
Okay.
Oh, you said take a break. I said no. I promise no more goat stories.
Okay.
If
All right.
I can find out anything, though, I will tell everyone.
You will interrupt me to do that
I
too.
will
won't you?
tell everyone.
Tell it all, girl.
I will tell it all.
All right.
There'll be no secrets.
We'll be right back to talk about sow bugs. Stay with
Okay.
us.